Welcome back, everyone, to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 2, Episode 5 of Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, and we are on Day 5 gameplay. Just wrapped up Day 4 in the Charred Conclave with Maggot and Bayor, our characters. We're going to jump into round number 5. We're going to advance the men here. He is down to 4 at this point. And we're going to jump into our gameplay for round number 5. We're still got this active quest here for this event. It says play on top of the card in the active quest pile. This time is short. The guardian men here that has been protecting your town is about to go dark. If this is your first game, try to return to Connect at the end of this day and spend a night there to read the dream. The dream often contains hints. So maybe we'll go back to Canuck farmland. So we're going to move to Canuck now. And let's inspect. One of the things that we can do is inspect the men here. So we'll take one token down each for the movement. We can inspect the men here. It says you must perform this location only. After inspecting men here, you may immediately try to activate it. So let's go ahead to the main book here. Let's check out, we are back in 101. It says, if you have the Winds of Weirdness skill, let's see, do we have Winds of Weirdness? Hunter's Mark, Scrounger. No, we don't have it. If you have the Hunter's Mark, go to verse 6. Okay, so we can go to verse 6. Verse 6 says, 3 women mourn in front of the long hall. One of them has lost her child, a girl of about 8, recently butchered like an animal in the hills outside Canuck. You feel your legs giving way. The faint memories of the night hunt now burn your mind like hot irons. You stumble away. If you don't have part 1 of the Morning Song status, each member gains 2 terror. Then gain the Morning Song status. Okay, so we each are going to gain 2 terror. And we're going to gain the Morning Song status. Morning Song status. Part 1. So we'll add that in. Morning Song status. Part 1 and Morning Song status Part 1. Okay. It says, choose from the following. Visit the families of the champions from the first expedition. Ask the townfolk to help you rest for the day in your home. Wander around the alleys twisted by the weirdness. Only if the men here model is not in this location. Go to verse 9. Okay. Men Here's Rights. Do we have Men Here's Rights yet? We don't have it yet. So let's go to verse 5. Many would refuse to call this place home, but the familiar setting brings you much needed serenity. As you lay and rest in your bed, you can't help but wonder what lay last night. If there's an active men here in the location, each party member gains 2 heart and loses 2. So we gain 2 heart. So we're already restored of our heart, and we lose some terror. We lose 2 terror, which is helpful because our terror was getting pretty high there. So that's helpful. It says, if there are no men here in the... Okay, you pass for the rest of the day. Exploration ends. Okay, so we're just back resting at home, basically. But let's go ahead and also have our... Gain 1 reputation once per day, so we can do chores for the people. So we did those chores as well, so we'll gain 1 reputation each. And let's see, as we close out the day, rest, we can consume 1 food and we can heal up 1 and 1. so they can heal that way. We can restore that energy to full. If you're exhausted, advance your character by spending EXP, modify your dex. If you're in a location with a dream, we can read the dream. So let's go back to read the dream now. And it says, let's flip to see which we get. We get the dream and we get the dream. So if in the restless dream, a pale lady rises from the water, her eyes milky, her skin spoiled with rot. She whispers something into your ear. Her breath smells of sea salt, kelp, and rotten fish. You barely remember the words. There was something about 3 enigmas, one hidden in the Isle of Dread, one clutched in the grasp of a burned hand and arm, and one buried in the mist covered by the mound. So maybe we should go to this Forlorn Swords next. I think that might be the next right answer. So let's go ahead. We'll close out the day. We're going to advance to day number 6. So let's jump into our second day this turn because we've got a short turn here. And we'll spend 1 energy each. And we'll go over to the Forlorn Swords. Pay 1 wealth and get 1 certifiable craftable item. So we can each pay 1 wealth and we can each get 1 craftable. Okay, I'll just have Bayor get 1 craftable item. I think we can only do 1 as a party. And we get a craftable item. Let me see, do I have to keep looking for this? A craftable item? Let's see, craftable items. Is it a certain kind of item? What do they mean by craftable item, guys? Let me check in the rules. A craftable item. Gain 1 craftable item. Items. Page 8 and 12. Let's see. Page 12. It says items. Some items contain a C symbol. Okay, so let's take a look for those. Any item that has a C symbol is a craftable item. Okay, like for example, we can grab the Adventurer's Kit. Here we go. So we got an Adventurer's Kit for Bayor. We also have to reduce this down 1 more as well. The Pale Crystals. So we got the craftable item. It says, ignore the effects of heavy rainfall and unnatural chill events. Okay, so we did that. It says right here in Forlorn Swords, sensing their own end, 4 dwellers ordered giants to push humans into the sea, but the giants abandoned their weapons here. So this is Forlorn Swords. You can see the giants abandoned their weapons here. And it says Forlorn Swords. You rest a while in the shade of titanic swords, their rusty smell causing your nose to tingle. 100 yards away, an elder smith toils, chirping at the jagged edge of a giant weapon. The hammer he uses to break it apart is ancient steel and seems very strange. There's a quest token in this location, verse 14, otherwise. So here's the picture here of this one. And let's go and check in 105. What we're to do here. So in 105, we can go to if we have a quest token, there's not a quest token here. So otherwise, choose one. Attempt to climb one of the swords. Talk to the smith. So I'll have Maggot. Let's just try to talk to the smith. We'll go to verse 2. If there's a dial in this location, go to verse 3. If you're Bayor and he's in your party, you know the smith, and he's your missing master. He and your missing master used to be friends. Go to verse 4. You apologize to the man politely and then hang back, watching. Each strike of his hammer against the surface of the sword produces a sharp, tingling sound. The old steel was shaped not with tools but with a song, the smith explains. It takes the same pitch to break it apart. The hammer I have remembers the music of the fore-dwellers. After a while, the smith gathers rusty ingots from the grass and invites you to his hut, where he shows you the rest of the process. If you don't have the riddle of the old steel status, each party gains 1 experience point. So we each gain 1 experience point, and we gain riddle of the old steel status. Okay, so we get riddle of the old steel status. Let's grab that. We've got the riddle of the old steel. Reminds you of Conan, the riddle of steel. Riddle of old steel. We both gain that. Riddle of old steel. Okay, super. Next up. Then choose leave, attempt to buy the hammer, only if you don't have secret card 27. Pay from 1 to 5 wealth, then check the result in verse 8. So I guess we can use a die here. Right? Is that the idea of 1 to 5 wealth? So we can pay 1 to 5 wealth. I don't want to steal the hammer. So pay from 1 to 5 health. So we can roll this, and we pay 2 wealth. So we can each pay for it, and we're going to get the hammer. So check the result in verse 8. How much did you offer? 2 wealth. The smith asks you to leave with no kind words. Roll a die, adding your this and this. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so so we can actually. Oh, okay. I don't have to roll the dice here. I can just pick. I'm gonna say wealth. I'm gonna gain wealth 3. I'm gonna charge 3 wealth for that. So 1, 2, and 3 wealth from this one. So it says the smith carefully considers your offer. Roll the die. If the result is at least 4, it's a 6. You gain secret card number 27. So we gain secret card number 27. I thought we had to roll the die to actually. We actually can just bid on it. So my bad. So 27. Okay, we got secret 27. And secret 27 says Old Steel Smasher. Gain 1 at the start of each purple encounter. Okay, so we can give that one to Maggot. Let's give him the Old Steel Smasher. Okay. Okay, so that is going to end. For that one, exploration ends. Let's do a rest so we can each consume a food. We can advance up ourselves, and we can advance your character by experience. We each have an experience now. So we'll look into that in the next round, I guess, and that's going to wrap us up for this turn. We'll see you on day 7 in the next round. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Talk to you in the next round. Bye-bye.